This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, the 2015-16 Greater Hazleton Concert Series is coming to an end with two great acts. We'll preview the fun next. Happy Friday, friends, and thank you so much for watching. I'm Ken Karen. Here's your headlines from FYI and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. Thousands of dollars in stolen energy drinks were recovered this week thanks to an investigation that crossed state lines. That investigation was triggered by the theft of two tractor trailers in the overnight hours on Sunday from Five Rivers Trucking on the Can-Do Expressway in Hazel Township. The trailers were loaded with cases of the popular sports energy drink Monster Energy with an estimated value of approximately $140,000. The investigation led to raids at two wholesale warehouses in the Bronx, New York, and three businesses in Paterson, New Jersey. 32 of 46 pallets of the drinks were recovered, along with an additional 14 pallets of suspected stolen goods. Two people have been arrested, but further arrests and additional charges are anticipated. The arrests were the culmination of a collaborative effort involving the Hazleton Police, the Pennsylvania State Police Auto Theft Task Force, the New Jersey State Police, the Paterson Police, New York City Police, and the FBI. State police are looking for a wanted man in connection with an assault in Hazel Township. According to state police in Hazleton, 40-year-old Walter R. Bevins arrived at the victim's home around noon on Monday and demanded entry. State police say Bevins entered into a verbal argument with the victim, assaulted that person, then left. While there is still an active felony warrant stemming from Monday's incident, state police say that Bevins also has a warrant out of Carbon County for his arrest in a separate incident. Bevins is said to be 5 feet 8 inches tall, approximately 200 pounds. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is asked to call state police at 570-459-3890. State police need your help to find a missing teen. 16-year-old David Steedle was reported missing yesterday by his father, Daniel Steedle. The teen went missing from his mother's home in Wapwallopin. Anyone with information on his whereabouts is asked to contact state police at 570-459-3890. All eyes remain on Pennsylvania as voters head to the polls on Tuesday. Democratic candidate Bernie Sanders spoke at the Scranton Cultural Center yesterday. Republican Ted Cruz was at the Radisson at Lackawanna Station Hotel in Scranton earlier today, while Democratic candidate Hillary Clinton will make an appearance at Dunmore High School at 7:30 tonight. Republican Donald Trump is expected to be in Northeast Pennsylvania on Monday. According to our media partner, the Standard Speaker, a visit was confirmed by two sources familiar with the planning for Trump's campaign, and Trump's son Donald Jr. will be in Clark Summit tomorrow with Congressman Tom Marino. They will host a meet and greet, at the Trump campaign office from noon until 1:15 p.m. No plans have been announced for Republican presidential candidate John Kasich to make a stop in our area. After you cast your vote on Tuesday, turn to the area's most experienced election night team. Join Sam Lassant Sr. and the SSPTV political team of Rick Morelli, Mike DeCosmo, and Charles McElwee as they analyze the trends and results. Tuesday night's live election coverage from 8 to 10 p.m. is being brought to you by Atlantic Carbon, serving the nation's energy and industrial needs with clean coal. Watch your vote count this Tuesday at 8 p.m. on SSPTV. A Hazleton church is celebrating a major milestone. Holy Rosary Church in Hazleton is marking 100 years in the community. The Reverend Brian Clark, pastor of Holy Rosary, told us that the church on South Poplar Street dates back to the 1970s, but the parish community is 100 years old. Currently, there's a prayer garden where the original church used to stand. Special events have been planned throughout the year, and a commemorative book is being created. The anniversary will be officially recognized this weekend with a special Mass on Sunday, celebrated by His Excellency Bishop Joseph Bambera. It is the season finale for the Greater Hazleton Concert Series. Our Lisa Sugart sat down with the organization's president to get the scoop on a major performance coming to our area next week.
Today, I'm very pleased to welcome back our good friend Amelia Bergeron, who is the president of the Greater Hazleton Concert Series, here to talk about what is already the last concert of this season, and it's a fabulous one to boot. Jukebox Junction, Glenn Miller Orchestra with the Diamonds on Thursday, April 28th. This is going to be a biggie, Amelia.
Oh, we're going out with a big bang. Just think, not one performer, but two. And two that are so well known that to try to contract them often is an impossibility because they're on the road like 48 weeks out of the 52 a year. And I'm sure that people know about Glenn Miller because they were popularized by the movie, The Glenn Miller Story, which had June Allison and Jimmy Stewart as the protagonists. So the Glenn Miller Orchestra started in 1937, and when he started it, it was a complete failure. It was a financial bust. But he was so dedicated to music that he kept trying and trying and trying different arrangements. He was looking for a particular sound, and he found it. And that sound that we all recognize is the clarinets and two tenor saxes playing the melody line, and the other saxophones playing the harmony. And then the trombones come in with their ooh-ah sound, and the other saxophones come in with that ooh-ah sound. And then, of course, we have the percussion keeping the beat. Then he gave up the band during the war years to join the service. And while he was there, he formed the Army Air Force Band, and they entertained the troops. And it was while he was in England, they were scheduled to appear in Paris. And he was going to precede his orchestra. It was nasty, nasty weather and terrible fog, and he really didn't want to go, but this had been arranged, and so he did it. And of course, everybody knows the story about how his plane went down, and he was never, nothing was ever recovered. Now, the Diamonds will join them, and they are four vocalists with a very tight sound. They have many accolades, just like the Glenn Miller Orchestra. And I guess the most famous is Little Darlin', which is now called the national anthem of rock and roll. Wow. But they were also inducted into the Vocal Hall of Fame and to the doo-wop Hall of Fame. And they come together. They're four individuals who have really individual backgrounds, but when they come together, that chemistry binds them as one. And their sound just takes off. You're going to see it's choreographed. There's going to be singing, dancing, comedy, and they're going to have action with the audience. So they will interact with them as well.
One lucky viewer right now will win a pair of tickets to see the Glenn Miller Orchestra Thursday night at 7:30 at the Hazleton Area High School. Call us now, 570-459-9813, extension 104, and leave us your full name and phone number. We will choose one lucky winner at random who will receive one pair of tickets to Thursday's show. Good luck, everyone. Coming up on FYI, we'll tell you about a perfect day for a Hazleton area bowler and where 6 local field hockey players will be playing in college. And up next, Chris Barkanik is back with his furry friends who are looking for forever homes. Adopt Me is coming up.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
If you're planning a party or family gathering, let Sand Springs Country Club in Drums bring the food. Sand Springs Catering will bring their delicious homemade food right to you. Choose from a variety of menus and have it delivered to your special event. For details and menus, log on to sandspringsgolf.com, or you can simply call Sand Springs in Drums at 570-788-5845.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
The woods are lovely, dark and deep. but I have promises to keep and miles to go before I sleep. Robert Frost. Doesn't this shot just beg for poetry? And how about this? Today kicks off Art Youth Expo 6 in downtown Hazleton, and poetry is a big part of this year's celebration. Here's our local weather forecast from the National Weather Service tonight. Showers and thunderstorms likely before 1 a.m. Cloudy with a low around 47 degrees, 60% chance of precipitation. On Saturday, cloudy through mid-morning, then gradually clearing. Our high will be 57 degrees. It will be windy with wind gusts as high as 26 miles per hour. Saturday night, clear. We'll get down to 34 degrees. On Sunday, sunny with a high of 60. Sunday night, partly cloudy, low of 43. On Monday, partly sunny with a high near 67. Monday night, 50% chance of showers after 9 p.m. 50 degrees will be our low. On Tuesday, 50% chance of showers, high of 61 degrees. At night, another 50% chance of showers, mostly cloudy, a low of 42 degrees.
You are cordially invited to the 7th annual Fun Fest Night at the Races, a really fun event, as it says, and it benefits Fun Fest, the big festival that takes place in our area in the fall. Here to tell us all about it is Julie Ferry, who's the Administrative Assistant for the Greater Hazleton Chamber of Commerce. You have a lot of fun things at the Chamber, but this is really a fun event.
Yes, it is. This year's event is being hosted at Carmen's Country Inn. Thank you to Kathy for hosting our event this year. Saturday, April 23rd. Our doors open at 6 o'clock and the racing fun starts at 6:30.
All right. So for anybody who doesn't know, and most people do know, but there might be some who don't, what happens at a night at the races?
Well, at a night at the races, what you do, if you would like, you can sponsor a horse. You sponsor a horse for $10. If your horse wins that particular race, you actually win $50 cash. Now, you can also bet on the horses, and if the horse you bet on wins, obviously you would win money also. We will have tricky trays available that evening. There will be a free food buffet, there'll be a cash bar, there will be trifectas, there'll be daily doubles, there'll be a 50-50, and we're also doing a Derby Day hat contest this year. So it'll be a great evening of fun and friends and fellowship, so it'll be a good time to come out and enjoy some friends and a little spring fun and, you know, a good fundraiser for our Fun Fest.
And it's important to have these fundraisers because the Fun Fest event that so many people look forward to from all over northeastern Pennsylvania, that costs a lot of money to put that on.
Absolutely, it does. And we do get a good deal of financing through our sponsorships, you know, such as SSPTV. But we do need to do these fundraisers all year long to raise the much needed funds to put our event on every year.
All righty. Well, again, this is the Fun Fest Night at the Races happening on Saturday, April 23rd. It's taking place at Carmen's Country Inn. Doors open at 6, racing at 6:30. The tickets, how much are they?
Tickets are $7 in advance and $10 at the door. You can purchase them online, or you can purchase them at the Chamber of Commerce office or at Metello's Formalware. If you have any questions or are looking for more information, you can visit our website at hazletonchamber.org.
All right, there's all your details and information. All you got to do is show up and have a lot of fun, all to benefit Fun Fest.
Thanks, Lisa. Everybody look at the midday winning lottery numbers. Pick 202, pick 3846, pick 4 3579, pick 5 47627. Right now, it's Adopt Me coming up on FYI. When we come back, Ron Marchetti is here for Short Shots.
Hello again. Here I have with me Bentley. Bentley is an approximately 7-year-old Chihuahua who is already neutered, current on all of his vaccines, and has been tested for heartworm and Lyme disease. Like all of our animals, he's also been microchipped. Despite his age, Bentley has a lot of energy and loves to play and be held. His favorite thing is to have his belly scratched and rubbed. Although very outgoing and friendly, Bentley is for the most part more of a woman's dog, as he seems to take a little while to warm up to certain men. Therefore, we recommend Bentley for a female owner. We're not sure what he's like with other dogs, but Bentley prefers not to be around cats. That's it for this week's dog. Let's have a look at our cats. And here I have with me Mr. Kit. Mr. Kit is an approximately 9 or 10-month-old cat who is a recent addition to the shelter here. Like all of our cats, he's already altered and is tested for feline leukemia and FIV and came up negative for both. Here at the shelter, he gets along very well with the other cats, and we think he'd do well in a home that already has some furry companions there. That's it for this week's animals. If anybody's interested in adopting Bentley, Mr. Kit, or any of the other animals we have up for adoption, please come on down to the Hazelton Animal Shelter at 101 North Poplar Street.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Let's start with a quick congratulations to 6 Hazelton area high school field hockey players who are taking their game to the next level. I say quick because next Tuesday we'll have an in-depth story on them. Gracie Greco is going to play for DeSale. She played defense for the Big HA with Celia Sokolovsky, who will be playing at Rowan University. Kayla Cole is going to Wittenberg in Ohio. That's the Buckeye State. As for what a Buckeye is, Google that. Rebecca Kashak will stay a Cougar at Misericordia University. These seniors were part of a team that made school history by finishing runners-up in District 2 and included fellow senior Kara Sanford, who broke a ton of records at the school. She announced she will play Division I field hockey at Providence College. On a recent episode of Out of Left Field, Zachary Bergerson and the rest of the Hazelton area bowling team helped me get a strike. Well, Bergerson recently had 12 strikes in one game. He rolled his first 300 of his career at the Bowl Arena in West Hazelton. He said that his hands were a bit shaky when he was getting ready for his final shot, but he told himself to stay calm and not worry and focus, and he nailed it. Congratulations to Zachary, a captain on Hazelton area's team this past season. The Penn State Hazelton softball team is heading into the home stretch nationally ranked and at the top of the PSU Athletic Conference. You can see here on the FYI Standard Speaker scoreboard, they swept Penn State Mont Alto. Hazelton was down by 3 in Game 1. That's before Hazelton area grad Sam Varela got a hold of one and added to a rally in the 6th inning. Sarah Stauffer had a 2-run shot in Game 2. Varela was the winning pitcher in that game. In local softball, Holy Redeemer shut out MMI. On Wednesday, the PSU Hazelton baseball team dropped 2 to Mont Alto, and last night they were topped by Penn State Schuylkill. Hazelton area head baseball coach Gino Carr says he's disappointed after a shutout loss at home to Wyoming area, but adds they'll try and figure it out and get back at it on Saturday against Bethlehem Liberty. MMI, they took a loss to Nanacoke. In boys tennis, MMI and Hazelton area were winners in the Wyoming Valley Conference. The Penguins of NEPA, they won their second straight overtime playoff game to take a 2-0 series lead over Providence. At PNC Field, the Rail Riders dropped their second straight to Buffalo, but Russ Kanzler did color commentary for the game on TV, so all was not lost. Let's end it with some high school track and field, and a reminder that Track and Field Week is coming to FYI. Keep checking our Facebook page for details. In the Schuylkill League, the Tamaqua girls got another win. Monica Shimko, Alexis Baddock, Morgan Boyle, and Kaylee Coral all won 3 events. Ron Marchetti wins 2 events every week, trivia treats and short shots, and here he is now.
Jake Arrieta pitched a no-hitter last night in Cincinnati. He's 20-1 in his last 21 starts with 2 no-hitters. The Cubs are closing in first place, and the Yankees are struggling in the basement. Hi, everybody. On this April 22nd, the biggest local story this week was an executive decision. The Cunningham Crusher, Russ Kanzler, was introduced at a news conference on Wednesday at PNC Field in Moosic as the newest executive member of the Scranton Wilkes-Barre Rail Riders front office. That seems like a very nice fit. But does that mean that RC's professional baseball playing days are over? I don't think so. Also, former Hazelton Area High and Delaware University track and field standout Jillian Seaman has been drafted into the National Pro Grid League, 12th out of the 40 athletes selected by the New York Rhinos. The 3-year-old league features 2 co-ed teams racing head-to-head in a 2-hour match which incorporates speed, skill, strategy, and endurance. And speaking of draft, the Philadelphia Eagles soared to having the number 2 NFL draft pick after trading 5 draft picks to the Cleveland Browns. Mother of God, they could have traded just 2 draft picks for RG3. And don't laugh. He's going to turn his career around. He'll probably beat the Redskins this year. The NFL draft is only days away. The Hazelton area Cougars baseball team defeated Blue Mountains, Chickalammy, and Pittston, but lost to Tunkhannock. Then yesterday, Carrots Crew lost to Wyoming area. They're 5-5. The Lady Cougar Softball Club shut out Berwick Top Lake Lehman and Cream Crestwood. They're 6-0 in the WVC and 7-1 overall. Hazelton area tennis squad beat Pottsville, Coughlin, and Pittston area. They're 7-2. Michael Casadas set a record this week and remained undefeated in the 400 as Hazelton area split a pair of meets. They're 2-2 in the league, 2-3 overall. Marion beat Shannon Valley, but lost to Tri-Val, their first loss of the season in hardball. The Colts are 7-1. The Marion boys track and girls teams keep rolling, sweeping a Schuylkill League mega meet over Minersville, Panther Valley, and Moana area. Both are 5-0. The Marion Phillies shut out Shenval behind Mackenzie Joyce complete game shutout. MMI lost to Wyoming Sam Northwest and Nanticoke in baseball. And that's the way it was this week. Happy birthday to Holy Rosary Church till Monday. Be a good sport and stay loose.
Be happy, it's Friday, and go to Bottlenecks for half-price happy hour starting at 6 p.m. They have live music and half-price appetizers.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news first tonight. Happy birthday to Lauren Addison Chatty. She celebrates Sunday. Love from Mommy, Daddy, Grammy, Goldie, and Eve. In our Talk of the Town report, McAdoo Troop 643 will be holding a craft and vendor show Sunday, May 15th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the former McAdoo Catholic School. The event is open to the public and will feature entertainment, food, tricky trays, and plenty of crafts and vendors. All proceeds benefit their annual summer camp. For more info, just call 570-579-4073. And one more quick announcement, Hazelton Public Transit is announcing that their office will be closed Tuesday, April 26th in observance of the Pennsylvania primary election. Church Street Station will be open and all buses will be running. For more info, just give them a call, 570-459-5414. And that's tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Joseph J. Basic of Cunningham. Arrangements will be announced by the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Irene Kamishak of Freeland. Arrangements will be announced by the Cotterall Petrilli Funeral Home. Mary O'Donnell of Hazelton. Mass is Monday at 10 a.m. in the St. Gabriel's Church. Arrangements are under the direction of the Boyle Funeral Home. And Robert G. Tillett of Hazelton. Arrangements will be announced by the Frank J. Bonin Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Joyce Bell Savage of Ashland. Joyce, if you're watching, give us a call, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
If it were up to Hazelton Area School District students at the high school, Career Center, and Academy of Sciences, the presidential race in the fall would be between Bernie Sanders and Donald Trump. 1,100 students voted in a mock election. 425 voted Republican, and 71% of them picked Trump. 642 students voted Democrat, and 79% of them picked Sanders over Hillary Clinton. So the Cougars are feeling the burn and want to make America great again. You can read the full recap of this mock election at standardspeaker.com. Well, remember, this weekend it's Art Youth Expo 6 in downtown Hazelton. For more information, visit the Hazelton Art League's website or find them on Facebook. You'll find us back here on Monday. Take it easy, everyone.